Bonjour, Aanii. Welcome to my tutorial on how to make a little wallet. This little wallet is made out of 2 leather pieces and it is edge stitched all the way around, and eventually at the end we'll put in a little snap to close it. That was your finished product, but each of you will receive a package, and in that package you will find 2 pieces. This step has already been done for you. I took a tracer for the large part and a half part, and then I traced it out on leather. I cut out the pieces so that in the end we'll take them and put them on top of one another so we can begin our edge stitching. For you people that have the packages, and for some of you people who are just starting out, I have taken the extra step of gluing it down in certain spots so that the leather doesn't shift on you, and it's easier to work with as you're doing the edge stitch. You'll find that in your package. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start take a needle. You'll find that in your package too. Thread it with your thread and use what you can for however long you like to work with. Some people like to work with short thread, some people like to work with a long thread. I even then you knot it at the bottom, and then I like to leave a little edge which I will cut off later, but it kind of reminds me where I have started. Put on my glasses so I can see, and then right in this one corner right here I'm going to start right there. You take your needle and you push it all the way through. And sometimes if you have the long needles, you have to be careful with these. They get kind of hung up on the end. So in that case I like to have my needle nose pliers, which I use to kind of help pull it along. Now the bead I chose to work with today is kind of a turquoise, and I'm going to put it on this lid so that we can see it. So the first number of beads that you put on will be 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you will take it and you'll go down a little ways further and you will put your needle through just a bit to grab both sides of the leather. 1, 2. And the same idea. Pull it through with the... Sometimes the needle will not go, you know, it depends on your fingers and the type of needle you have. But some will go through and some, you know, you get used to it. Then you pull it through so that the beads are snug like that. Then what's going to happen next? You're going to take your needle. Can you film in on that? And you're going to go through the last bead right here. And you're going to come up. Can you get it in close? Good. Then you're going to come up. And then just pull it so that it's tight. And then that way that middle bead is going to stick up. So now, instead of 3, we are going to work with 2. We're going to work with 2 all the way around. So 1, 2. And then once you get going, this goes fairly fast. Two. And then you go through that last bead that you put on. And then you will notice as you're going along that the middle bead is starting to stick up. Okay, 2 more. go through the last bead. And then place 2 on again. And once you get moving, this, like I said, this will move fairly fast once you get going. So 2, 2, 2. That's all you have to do all the way around. And when you sew through, make sure you get both edges, this one and the front and back. You know, for such a simple design, it comes off looking really nice. And you can make them different sizes. If you make a smaller size, you could even make it like into a necklace that you carry when you attach a thong to it. I myself found that when I'm beading this, it took me, and mind you, I was talking to other people, so from start to finish it, and you get used to doing it, it takes about an hour to make. So 1 hour. One, 2. I hope you can see that now. See how it's coming along? One. So I'm going to leave you like this for a bit, and we'll come back to it. I'm going to let you continue on, and then you just can, because you don't want to sit here for the whole hour and watch me do this. But I will go so far, and then I'll tune back in a little bit later. See you in a bit. Hello everybody, back again. Okay, everybody should have finished going around their circle by now. So when you have it, it'll be completely around under there, and then we'll be able to turn the flap, and we'll be able to make the pocket for whatever you're going to put in there. Now I'm just going to cut off this extra little piece of thread that I had left behind, just for my starting point. And what's going to happen next? You're going to take, these are little, you'll find one of these in your package. These are little buttons. You're going to end up sewing them on to a piece of leather. And one button, we'll pull them apart. You take that, and what's going to happen, you're going to take a square of the leather, and you're going to sew that piece with the pocket facing out. There's the nipple on it. That doesn't show. You're going to turn it to the inside, and you're going to sew so that there's a little pocket And when you get that one done, and that's what it'll end up like, you put 4 stitches on. 1 there, there. Well, you sew about 3 stitches on each one. And then what's going to happen is we're going to glue them on. Now, and then the other one, then you'll sew the other one. That's to go into the little pocket. You'll notice the nipple on that one. And you'll sew that onto a piece of leather. And then so at the end, when they're both sewn on together, you take this and you can put the little pocket over it and it'll snap together. So if you can reach into your packets and you can pull out those, we can get started. And you can do that. Next, where you're going to put it, you're going to have to place it. I have mine sewn on already. And what I thought of doing, I was just experimenting. I'm going to attach them together so that I know which one's which here. And then I'm going to put it here. Maybe I'm going to put it in the middle part there. And I have my glue gun. Is it warm enough? Yes. And we'll put a little bit of glue all around it. And you're going to bring that flap over and press down on the first leather thing. So that way it's attached to the one side. But then we're going to do the very same thing to this side. Now I'm using a glue gun, but you can also use glue, like it's a package, you can pick it up in Staples, and it's called E2000. Or you can use whatever glue is available on hand, but the only reason I'm using glue is so that we don't see no stitch mark on the side. And there, it's done. It's attached. And there is your purse. It's fairly simple to make, and I shall include these in case you want to make more, the templates for this. And yes, thank you for watching this video. I want to see, hopefully when you're done you can post your pictures of what yours looks like. Miigwetch, see you again.